Hi everybody, Tim Bartz here, McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Maverick information on a Monday. And I am out here on the lot. We're gonna head on over here to our 2025 Ford Mavericks. I had someone posted as a video request to figure out and show me how to add a cubby to their XL Maverick. So we're gonna actually show you how easy this is and let you know where you can get those so that you can add one to an XL, because the XL doesn't get a little cubby, right? So we're going to show you that and talk about that in today's video. So make sure you're subscribed, bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And if you have a video idea, please drop them down in the comments or email me, tbartz@gmail.com, and we'll try to get you guys the answers to your questions if we can. I still have a couple others that some people have recommended that we do, and still have not received our Lobo. And you know what? Before we get into this video, let's talk about that. So, there are some people that have said, hey, I've noticed that my Maverick is built. It's been built for a couple weeks now, hasn't left a plant in Hermosillo. You know, that's not too uncommon. We see that from time to time. And some of them, including us, have said, I've seen my Maverick not only go ahead and shipped out, but it's at the rail yard, like in Kansas City or close to them, but it's been there for like 2 to 3 weeks and it hasn't shipped out. What is the deal? What's going on? And I said, you know, typically, you know, sometimes there's a bottleneck and everything, but I thought, you know what? I've had enough, several people comment that, so let's dig into this. So what we did is we contacted our special contacts with the Maverick brand team, and we asked about that. What's going on with that? And there is some quality issues, not quality issues. There is a little glitch, little fix that needs to be taken care of on some of those Mavericks that have left the factory in January and February, but haven't arrived to the dealers yet. And so they found this issue with the screens. Yes, the screens again on the 25 model year. They did find the fix, and they got it fixed within weeks. I know, some of you with the 24, you're like, it took us 3 months. What, you got this fixed in just a couple weeks? Well, it's a little different because these are, remember, the 25 model year are the Sync 4 system with that 13.2 inch screen. So it's a lot easier to get the fixes and take care of it because those are screens that are built within Ford and by engineers that Ford can connect and talk to and get this fix taken care of right away. So it looks like to me anything that's being shipped out and produced in March is having no issues getting shipped out from the plant and getting there. But some of these Mavericks that are in those rail yards and maybe that haven't, if they're at Hermosillo, they're actually going to fix them before they move them. So those that are stuck there, not going to be a problem. There's not going to be an issue or anything. It's just an FDRS update, software update they need to do. It's just a small thing, not really a big issue at all. And so those just need to be updated. In fact, I think our system is getting done today. They said today they're updating the new tool because there was an update to the FDRS today. So I think that has to do with those Mavericks. So anyway, but once those get to the dealer, some of those are getting taken care of at the rail yard, because normally you get that done at the dealer. If it arrives at the dealer, you do an update prior to delivery. We had a lot of those. We just talked about one of those last week on our live stream for the Ranger seatbelt, that they had to do an update on some 24s if you receive those at your dealerships, just to make sure that was taken care of. We've seen it also on some other vehicles too, some Broncos and some other things. That's not that uncommon. We see that, Explorer was one. Yeah, there was one on Explorer. But anyway, we see that a lot, and it's not a big thing. It's usually it's a software update needs to be done prior to when we PDI it, do the inspection and everything. So shouldn't be a big issue, but that is why we're seeing that delay. We have some Lobos, and that's what kind of brought me to this, is I want to do a video on a Lobo. We have several that have been in Kansas City for a couple weeks. I promised you for several weeks now, we're going to do a Lobo video, and it still hasn't arrived. So we are also waiting for those too. So we're going to have some Lobo 402As here, and we've seen some Lobo 702As being delivered at some dealers, but can't wait because there's not a lot of people that have done some videos on the 402A, that cheaper Lobo. So anyway, so there's the information on that, but let's get into this. We're going to set this up. We're going to talk about this. So right here, this is an XLT right here, the only XLT we have in stock, and it's got a cubby right over there. You can see on the passenger side. Does not get one on the driver's side. See, it's just got a blank, which is exactly this XL over here. you know, it gets that same just cover over there on that side with, again, just another cover over there. So we're going to show you if you want to. Now, this is pretty easily. You can order these cubbies through your parts department at your Ford dealers. Should be able to get that. I'll see if I get a part number, we'll list that part number and let you know what that part number is. But you should be able to, because if there's anything were to happen to this XLT right here and to that cubby right there, then Ford has to provide that part for them to get it replaced. So you should be able to go into your Ford dealer and get that cubby and order it, and go ahead and just, you know, you should be able to, with the part number, hopefully they'll find for you, then you should be able to just tell them that part number and they should be able to order it for you and get it in for you. So if you want to put one of those in your XL trucks, or let's say you want to put a second one in your base XLT, you can. Now, if you have an XLT with a luxury package, you have a Lariat, you will not be able to put one on the driver's side because it'll have your LED light and your outlet back there. So you will not be able to do that to that. So let's get into this. We're going to pop this, unlock these tailgates. We're going to show you how to take these off. It's not hard. It won't take long, but let's set up the tripod and let's get to it. All right, first of all, we're gonna kind of open this. I got my tools that I need here. I need one socket and a ratchet, or however you want to do it. But it is a 10 millimeter is what I've concluded by that. Now it may not be metric, but that's the closest thing on the metric scale that will work on it. And anyway, so these cubbies over here tell you a little bit about them. So first of all, you can just have a door on it, so you can open that up, and then you have this little compartment to put some things in. Also does have this little thing, that tray that pulls out, so it's kind of almost a false bottom, and it looks like there is a number on this, and this door, there's part numbers, and we'll see. You know, there looks like there's some there, but anyway, you can go down, it reaches down in, and you can put that in there. So we're actually not going to take this one out. We're going to take that one out so you can see what it looks like without one on there, and what it looks like in the bed, and where this would go in there, because I don't think you really need to take both out, because you're basically going to be installed the same way. So anyway, maybe we will. We'll see. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah, all you need is this socket. Unscrew these here on that side. There's 4 of them. Take the base plate off, and it opens it up, and then you would just slide this in there and bolt it on. You're done. It should be that simple. So, but let's see if it's that simple, and let's try this out, right? All right, might have to speed this up just for, just so you guys don't sit there watching me ratchet along. All right, so as I'm getting this and wrapped up, we noticed that there's 6 bolts over here, 4 on that side. So I'm gonna take both sides off on this one here, which is exactly what it should look like on the XL over there. And I wanna make sure that the screws are on the other side of those base plates, make sure that they're already pre-drilled. They should be, just making it easier for production, whether it be an XL, XLT Lariat, that I would be really surprised if they didn't have it. But as you can see, has the 6 holes there, and let's just try to pull this out. So looks like it's not coming out real easily, especially with this, so we might have to take this off to get it in there, because it looks like it's yeah, it's not wanting to come around that. So let me get this out of the way right here real quick, and looks like it's an Allen wrench. I'll get you the size. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, it looks like it's a T27. Take that off, put this one on, and let's get these off. I will say this, it was kind of in the way when I was unscrewing this bottom one, so probably a good idea to get out of the way anyway. All right, we got that out of the way, which I encourage you to do that first. Again, I do videos like this for my Bronco all the time. And I always say, if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I always do it wrong the first time. Anyway, so just pull that out and see how it's rounded right here. That allows you just to be able to pull it out. So there you go. So it just comes in one big piece like that. 20-pound max, it says on the back. And we do have part numbers on these, so we'll put those in the description. So I think there's 3 different part numbers for this if you want to add this. So yeah, we'll add that part number down there. I'm going to grab a photo before we get done with these so that you guys can have those. And actually, yeah, it looks like they're all different 3 pieces and different part numbers for each of those. But they just have little numbers, it looks like, to go with them. But there we go. So we'll get those part numbers on there. But let me get you a close-up of what this looks like down in there, because it'll look the same on the other side. And then we'll just get this put back and show you how easy it is to not only take this one out, but what a base plate looks like to be when you take it off. All right, now we're going to take this base plate off so you can see what it looks like. This would basically be what an XL would look like on both sides, but this is what an XLT is going to look like on this side. And we're just taking this off mainly just so you can see that it's going to look the same as that side, just to confirm that, because I haven't done this before. So let's do this. All right, just like the other side, that base plate comes on. It's 4 to hold it on, but just like with the other one, it does have 6 screw slots in here for it to be threaded into. And as you can see, this in here too also goes through. You can see completely inside the fender and down further. And as you can tell, this here only goes so far. It goes down to where that kind of sits down below on that. But really, there's more room down there, and down you can actually see the bumper in there. But there you go. And so yes, so I'll get you part numbers for those. So if you have an XL out there with 2 of these and you want 2 cubbies, then you can go and purchase 2 cubbies from your parts department. If you're somebody that has an XLT with just 1 cubby and you don't have a Lux package and you want another one, again, you can go ahead and do that through your parts department and get a second one for your vehicle if you'd like. Of course, Lariats should have 1 on the passenger side on all those, as well as, you know, Tremor and your Lobos as well. So they'll already come with 1. So there you go. That's how that works. And now that's pretty much the video. I kind of want to show you that. Installing it is just reverse of that. So it's pretty simple and easy to do. Do recommend taking those off. And just a little FYI, the torque I was using was a little too small. It's a T30, actually fits perfectly into those if you want to use those. And I think I said Allen. It's a torque. Sorry. Again, you know, I'm not perfect, but there you go. So T30 on that, and then you got a 10 millimeter on the sockets, and so there you go. So hopefully this helps you out. This is kind of a fun video for you guys to see, first of all, what that looks like without having to take yours off, and the availability of what you can do. Again, go through your Ford parts department, and if you're struggling, call our parts department and they'll help you out with that, and they can get it for you and get it shipped to your house if you want, and then you can install it yourself. So pretty simple to do. And this is a nice, again, Maverick is all about DIY, being able to do it yourself. They have on all these, you can see there is a little little, you know what this is called, you know, anyway. You can get one of these, and then you can scan that and you can find all kinds of ideas and everything for you to be able to do. QR code. That's it. QR code. You can scan this, find all kinds of different DIYs, whether it be interior, exterior. There's all kinds of these things. If you've watched my videos, I've talked about these slots here where you can put 2x6s in those. There's slots back here for 2x4s if you want to put those in there, or 2x6s if you want to go higher. You can put them right here. There's even holes for you to mount brackets to if you want to put things in. You can tier things onto these shelves right here, and there. I've seen people put a plywood in there on 2x4s on those 3 slots, and just given a tier to where it has 2 different ones with a bed cover, and being able to just, you know, have all kinds of storage compartments and ideas. carrying your bikes in here, carrying your kayaks, everything else. There's so much you can do. There's more tie downs in a Ford Maverick. Like this Maverick XLT has more tie downs in it than an F-150. Well, as many now as an F-150 because they added theirs. In fact, they have now, F-150 has actually copied these cubbies right here. Now F-150 has it, but Maverick was the first vehicle that it was introduced into. So pretty cool that the big brother is copying the little brother and what they do, and you know, so there you go. So it's pretty cool. Different DIY stuff. Again, yeah, well, no, this does have more tie downs because this is an XLT. You have 2 tie downs there, and you have the 4 that we just looked at in here, and the ones here on the bed as well. So pretty cool. Ideas and different things you can do. So let me put this all back together. Hope you guys have a great day and you learned something from today's video, and give me some other video ideas you'd like to see as well down below, and hopefully you guys have a great week. I got vacation this week, so I'm gonna have a great week in Texas. Hopefully you do too. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and have a wonderful Maverick Monday.